All right, guys, 6:30. Here we go. Here we go. I've got 6:30 Central Time. That is Northwest Indiana time. Hope everybody is doing well. And I hope a few people show up to our very first ever Friday night auction. We were normally going back and forth between Saturday and Sunday, depending on whatever our family obligations look like. And this Saturday can't do, no can do. Sunday is Father's Day. And when I asked last week for a vote, everybody said Friday. So here we are on a Friday night. Have no idea if anybody's going to show up at all. But I can tell you, my buddy Mark is showing up. Hey, Mark.
Mark too, everyone. Hello, hello.
And Mrs. T is here. Mark is our moderator. Oh, thank you, Peter. Jose is here. Let's go. I'm ready to see some cool stuff. Got it, Jose. And looking forward to showing you guys some cool stuff. And we'll see. I hope some folks show up and like what we have to offer. We've got a whole variety. As you can see on that little carousel behind, we've got some poured silver. We've got a big old 2-ounce Libertad and more. So, and then behind there, we've got a really neat coin collection. It's a framed coin collection. As you can see there, I'll show you that whole thing a little bit later. It's got all kinds of cool pieces. It's a whole collection in one single frame. And so, TheSilverStacker is here. A good thing, Tiger. Do you see what's on that carousel, my friend? It is a 2-ounce Libertad. And so before we get started, we always start with a giveaway. Before I even sell one single ounce of silver, we do a giveaway. But first, let me explain all of the instructions for those of you who are joining me for the very first time on a Friday night. If you're normally not with us on Saturday and Sunday is normally when we do auctions, one day or the other. 8:30 a.m. is the start time. But here we are on a Friday night. And hey, look, Mrs. C, over 20 people are here. Let me give the instructions and we'll get going with that first giveaway. First of all, you don't need to be a member. I know on some channels you need to be a member. I haven't gone that route yet. And as long as you want to come and throw down a bid, we'll take it. And so far, it's been really good. You know, everybody has been good about participating and then paying when the auction is over and squaring up. And if you're wondering about shipping is $5. But there is a special deal. Let me let you know about this. If you are a channel member, and where is that little bell? If you become a channel member tonight, I'll ring this little bell. That's a new thing. It's for me to irritate Mrs. T with. Shipping is $5, but if you become a channel member at level 2, 3, or 4, your shipping is free for you as long as you're a channel member. And there you go. And level 2 is only $6.99 a month, and not bad, especially if you plan on participating in an auction or two per month. So let's continue the rules, and we'll do that giveaway. Please keep track of what you purchase. This is our 13th auction. Yeah. Wow. Every auction, it seems like with Mark's help and Thule and Central Michigan Stacker and the people who have helped us along the way, we're kind of learning and getting better and better. But one thing we haven't figured out yet is invoices. Mm-hmm. That's kind of a goal for the next 2-3 weeks or so to create invoices. But until we do, I'm going to ask you guys to keep track of what you purchase. Just take a pencil or pen, a little piece of paper, and keep track of what you purchase, and then pay at the end for whatever you bought. I accept Venmo, PayPal, and CashApp, and that information is scrolling down at the bottom. There it is. You can see right below, shipping is $5, and it's scrolling by, and it tells you the different payment options that you have. Let the moderators moderate, and so let Mark do his thing, and hope we'll see if Thule or Central Michigan shows up. be courteous. We're a family-friendly channel here, and we like treating people well, and we like when our subscribers and our even commenters and participants in the auction treat each other well. The bid increments. Let me see. You know what? I think I need to change the background here. Let me go and change my background and learning this. Here we go. There you go. Can you see it now? Bid increments over here on the left are anything under $100 is $1 bid increments, and anything over $100 is $5 bid increments. And that doesn't mean it needs to be 5, 10, 15, 20, but if the bid is if the bid is $112, the next one will need to be $5 more than that. So need to be, if it goes from 112, it'll have to be 117 or higher, and wherever it lands, but it has to be $5 bid increments. And let's see, if you need to ask me a question like, hey T, I kind of lost track. What do I owe you? My email is right here on the right side, TtheSilverStacker@gmail.com. Also, if you win something, I need your address in order to ship it. Now, speaking of winning, hey, there's Cranky. Cranky's here saying hi to you, Mrs. T.
Yeah.
And so here we go. When we instituted this a while back, there's a dude named RH, and he is a great channel member. He is always coming on here, and he has, in my opinion, very good taste in silver. We like the same stuff. He loves vintage. So do I. And he seems to win so many of the gauze. I've had to institute something where I give away 2 items. So these are little $6 quarters here. That's about the going rate now. I've noticed in the coin shop for junk silver, 90% silver. And then what I'll do is I'll throw up a question here, and it'll be a big race and Tiger, if you're asking about the dice back here, those are 2 ounces. Those are pretty cool. Those are Jaeger poured silver. Haven't had those before. 2 ounces. You could win a pair of dice. You could take a Sharpie and put your own dots on them if you'd like, Tiger. But anyway, let me pull up the question here. And Mark is already guessing Canada.
and red and 1972.
Hey, Plumber Stacker is here. How's it going? Hey, Plumber says, thanks for giving that coin to my nephew. He talked about it forever. I'm glad he did. That is cool. I hope you got the CashApp payment that I sent you for that. And in the near future, I've got a note for myself to send you a sticker. And it's, Mrs. T is saying, yep, it's on the board right over here. All right. Here is the question. And get your fingers poised by the keyboard. Doug is here. Hi, Doug. I'm noticing some new people already. All right. In this morning's video, I did a live video with my coin shop owner, Sherry. Who did she admit that she has a crush on? And I'll wait for those answers to come in. I'll give you a hint. It's not me. Mrs. T was present, and we might have had a catfight in there if she would have said something like that. But someone walked in, and she was very enthralled with this person. And by the way, we did our very first ever live at the coin shop. And after some technical difficulties, we finally got it figured out. It was a lot of fun. There was a certain level of adrenaline that went with this. The whole idea of having Sherry with her mouth live.
Yeah, and she's such a good sport because we walked in and we said, hey, this is what we're going to do today. And she's like, okay.
Yeah. All right. Oh, boy. Look at this, guys. RH does it again. Congratulations. RH, he keeps his streak going. And Lee Coins, also right behind RH, UPS driver. And Doug says me, like him, Doug. I don't know if she has a crush on Doug or not. Sliced alone.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see. Now, it was the UPS. That was, we did talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger earlier on that live, and she wasn't very impressed with Arnold. Okay, let's get this off. Right. You get these to and Mrs. T, her little system is to get plates and put plates for the winners. And it is now finally auction time. Mrs. T, we have over 30 people here. That's pretty cool. First time on a Friday night. Wasn't sure how it would go. And here you go. We're going to, and by the way, that was for RH. And who was the other winner? Lee Coins. We're going to do something a little bit crazy. Buck and go. Let's get this auction started with a 1921 Morgan dollar. There you go. You got business on the front, party on the back, because you've got the tonnage on the back. And, you know, she's not in perfect condition, has like looks like she's been in a little fight or something, got a little scratch on her cheek, but Morgan dollar for $1. Woo! All right, go ahead and start bidding, and we'll go from there. And the way, if you're new here, the way this works is pretty simple. What we'll have is I'll have bids rolling in. For example, Lee 10, TJF 25, Simple Hillbilly is here. Hi, Simple Hillbilly at 27, and that is really a bargain price right there if it lasts. And I'll say going once, pause for a minute, going twice, pause for a minute, and after about 7 or 8 seconds, I'll say sold, and the Simple Hillbilly will get it at that price unless somebody else bids. And if somebody else bids, then we kind of start that process over with the going once, going twice business. Okay, here we go. We have 40 people here. Simple Hillbilly, you are going to have an absolute bargain here if this lasts, but I'm going to say going one time. Oh, unknown is at 28. Unknown is at 28. And yeah, anything. I've been asking at coin shops because I know you guys love peace dollars. I know you love Morgan dollars. And so I ask, hey, do you have any, Morgans and peace dollars that are raw, nothing graded, nothing like high end, mint state or anything like that? What are your I don't want call slicks to offer you guys, but like a decent looking Morgan. Nobody's telling me anything under $35. I can tell you that right now. So this is just a little appetite, enhancer here to get you guys going. And I'm looking at the Simple Hillbilly at $29, and I'm going to say going one time. So if you guys want to bid, now's the time, because we're going to be off of this and on to some other cool stuff in just a moment. And we need some Carson City Morgans, Plumber. Those go straight into my collection. And whenever I'm lucky enough to find them for a decent price, I snatch them up. Going twice to the Simple Hillbilly at $29. Woo-wee! And that is a good one, Simple Hillbilly. Now, there's also this little thing called the snipe. And some of you have mastered the art of the snipe. And some of you have been burned on this, where you're trying to bid and time it. Oh, generational stacks is at 30. And Plumber, yeah, I'm with you, man. You find those CCs, and especially if you can find them for under $100, man, buy them all day long, because they are going away. Generational stacks is in the lead at 30, and I'll start the whole process over again. Simple Hillbilly fires back at 31. Tiger, you're in there, but you're light. Simple Hillbilly's in the driver's seat at 31. And I mean, you could do an increment of $2 or $3 if you want, if you're trying to snipe and you don't want to be above the competition. All right, I'm going Simple Hillbilly going one time, and we'll continue the action here. Simple Hillbilly going two times, and we'll see if someone tries a snipe or ups the bid, or where we go. Going once, going twice, sniper time. Sold. Wow, Simple Hillbilly. That is a good price, amigo. And Mrs. T, put that on a plate for Simple Hillbilly. And let's offer our next Tiger right behind. A little late there, Tiger. And sometimes you come out looking like a genius on those. And sometimes you just are just a hair too late. Next, in honor of my friend Mark in Australia, we've got Australian koalas here for your consideration. And by the way, if you're new here, every new guy or gal, will get a T sticker along with your purchase. So Mark, here you go, man. We've got some Australia koalas, aka drop bears. MS70, perfect condition on these koalas. You've got the queen here on this side, and these are 2022, and boom. I didn't realize these were flipped to the left and right. Where do we start these, Mrs. T? Where do we start these? We'll start these at 45 bucks, and the winner can take one or both. That's a 1 ouncer MS70, and it's a coin. It's not a round. This is an Australian coinage, 45 bucks if anybody's interested on the koalas. And we'll see where we go to add to your collection. And very nice, perfect condition, MS70. We'll see if there's any interest, and we'll go on. Let's see, do we have some bidders? Yeah, unknown is at 45. Steve is at 45. And unknown, you're in the lead, Steve. You're out. And so if unknown wins, he'll have the option of either taking one or both. And no, Jose, I wish I could get these and sell them for $45 for two. That's for one. That's for one. And your option, say unknown gets it at $48 when it's all said and done. He'll have the option of either taking one or two. And don't forget, this is a full ounce of pure silver. So, for $22.50, you couldn't really find that anywhere, especially graded and all that. So, Steve's at 50, and thank you, Mark, for clarifying. And Steve's at 50. Unknown, you're out, and your turn to, Jose. Yeah, that would have been incredible. And I give you guys the best prices I can. Usually I start the bidding at where I bought each individual item, or even a little bit below. I will reveal my price for this. My price was $47. I thought, well, let me see if I could throw it out there and make $5 a coin or $6 a coin or whatever. And I'm looking at unknown at 51 right now. Steve answers back at 53, and we've got a good old-fashioned auction here. And I got these from a distributor who sells to guys like me that do auctions and such. And that's why my price is so low, because this guy buys in bulk and passes on to savings. I'm looking at Steve at 53, and I'm going to say going one time to Steve at 53. And then I'm going to say going two times to Steve at 53, and see if there's anybody else, if unknown bumps it up a little bit or what happens. Going once, going twice, and sold to Steve. Steve, that's a really, really good price. Far below eBay prices and other prices. The question, Steve, and Steve says he likes Aussie and Mexican coins, and I appreciate that. And I'll have a lot of Mexican stuff to offer you as the night goes on. Steve, how many would you like? He wants both. Good deal on that. Okay. Vintage Engelhard lovers. This is it. I've got three of these guys. Let me show you what I got here. This is the horizontal. They're all three the same. They've got the horizontal design here, 1 troy ounce. They're all serialized. And in case you're wondering, no, they're not consecutive serial number. And here you go. You've got some 80s Engelhard bars for your consideration. Let's see, will that balance? Yeah, it will. And where do we start these? Good luck finding these in the coin shop. Not easy to find. Let's start them at, I don't know, 35 bucks and see where they go. In the past, they've gone for a lot more than that, but we'll see where they go on a Friday night. We'll see where they go on a Friday night. $35 Engelhards. Good luck walking into your coin shop and finding them for that price. Steve's at 35, and he gets us going. Thank you, Steve, for getting us going there. as I take a sip of water and you guys consider how much you want to bid on these Engelhards. All right, unknown is at 36. And we've got a little battle here. And we'll have more giveaways throughout the course of the night. We like to do 3 rounds. Round 1, let's start with a giveaway. Round 1, then start 2 with a giveaway. Round 2 with a giveaway. Then we start round 3 with a giveaway. And then we finish with a giveaway. And looks like we're in the 40s. That you guys are smart about the Engelhards. You know, those don't go for cheap. They're hard to find. And when you can find them, you're actually pretty lucky to find them, because they are going away. They're becoming extinct like the dinosaurs. By the way, I'll have a dinosaur coin later. I'm looking at unknown at 45 on the Engelhard 1 ounce bars, the horizontal. And we're looking at RH at 48. RH, again, another guy who really knows his stuff. Not only is he a genius when it comes to trivia, but he watches the video. He knows the answers to everything because he watches the videos. RH is at 48, and we've got some other interested parties, and Steve and unknown. But I'm going to say going 1 time to RH and see what happens if anybody else comes in. And thank you, Mark. I'm going 2 times to RH because we're getting to some Mexican stuff next. We'll see what happens here. Going once, going twice, and sniper time. Sold to RH. Under $50. That's a really, really good price. RH, just let us know 1, 2, or 3. And RH wants 2. And there you go. He's being kind to his fellow bidders. And let's see, who is after RH? Who had the next highest
Steve.
Bid
Mark
below?
says it was RH, then Steve.
Okay, thanks, Mark. Steve, would you like one at 48? T, could you do a video about how the bid walls work in coin shops? The bid walls. You know what? I don't really. I'm trying to think if I ever go to any. Let's see. Steve takes the last one. There you go, Steve. Thank you very much. I know there are some coin shops, Mrs. T. I don't know if you remember. I don't think we've ever been in one, but some of them have like a wall where you could place stuff, and other people, other customers can come in and bid on the stuff. Okay, here we go.
I haven't seen that though.
No, I don't remember seeing that. We've got a couple of coins here from Mexico, and if I think we have some folks that are interested in Mexican silver. Here you go. We've got 1947. You've got some old silver. This is old 1947, 90% silver. On the left there, you can see the Aztec warrior, Cuauhtemoc, and pardon the pronunciation. And on the back, you've got the iconic eagle eating the snake on a cactus. And there you go. That's for your consideration. Mrs. T, where should we start these? Let's start them at, we'll start at the price I paid, $30. And $30 for the cool old Mexican vintage silver. And there's two there. Yep. There you go. And let me zoom in a little bit, try to get that glare out. Well, these guys start sorting things out. And that's another thing. Just today, I think even at Sherry's, we kind of talked about Mexican silver a little bit. And she was talking about how fast it goes at her coin shop. As soon as it comes in, man, it goes out fast. All right. We're looking at Cranky 36, Jay Swartwood 35, Jay Swartwood 37. Cranky fires back at 37. Man, we got a good old auction here. A good old auction.
I see Cranky 40.
And Cranky's at 40 on the cool old silver. The cool old Mexican silver. Now, you know they made those rounds that basically took this design, and some of the bullion companies had said that thing that looks so cool, let's put that on a Boolean round. And they are obviously very popular. And but this is the original. This is from 1947, and many decades old. 5 pesos. There you go. And it is 0.868 of an ounce of silver. All right. Let's see. I'm going to say.
So
going.
Isabel unknown was the next for selecting the other angle heart.
Oh, unknown was.
Yeah, that it wasn't Steve.
So was there a mistake?
Yeah.
All right. I'll let maybe Mark can help by going back up
He did. He said that was his fault.
Mark confirmed.
Yes.
Okay. And so who?
So it should have been
Unknown.
Yes.
Okay. So, and what was that again?
The angle hearts.
Okay.
The bars.
You know what? I think I have another one of those stashed away somewhere.
Yeah.
So, unknown, would you like one at the same price? If so, let us know and I'll dig one up and I'll make sure you get it just so everything's fair and square and everybody's good to go.
Yeah.
And I'll let you confirm. Okay. And no worries, Mark. You are the man. And as I was distracted by that, Cranky's at 45. Cranky's at 45, and I'll say Cranky going one time.
And he said yes.
All right, cool. Very good. Well, we're all square then. I'll dig one of those out. No problem, Mark. Going 2 times to Cranky. Oh, no, wait a minute. Steve jumped in there at 46, I just noticed. So, Steve, you're in the lead. And again, if you win, your option is to take one or both. Cranky says, 50 bucks. 50 bucks, Steve. You're out now. And I wouldn't be surprised if Cranky takes both of those because they are cool. They are cool. 1947 silver there. And this is fun. We keep it good-natured here, but there is some pretty competitive bidding. And I'm going to say Cranky going one time. And let's see if there's a response from Steve. Yeah, there sure is. Steve's at 51. And Cranky, you're out now.
It's at 55.
Cranky is at 55. Wow, Cranky is at 55. Steve, now you're out. Ooh, this is a good battle, guys. Real good battle. And Mark confirms Cranky 55. Steve, wow, 60. Steve is at 60. This is T. We've got a heck of a battle here going. And when I walked in and found these, I was so happy to find these at the coin shop because I knew you guys would love them, and so would I. Hey, Pistol Packing Pilot is here. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you here. Here's a little applause for my buddy PGP. As these two guys are going back and forth, I think we're at 62 with Cranky. I'm going to say going one time, and we've got some vigorous bidding here. And Joe Mama has a lot of these. Joe Mama, I might be interested in buying some if you're willing to part with them because these anything Mexican is hot, including Mrs. T. Okay.
Anything Mexican.
All right, going once. They are great looking, and they're the original. The bullion companies have copied that. This is the original right here, a little piece of history. Going once, going twice. I'm saying sold to Cranky, and let's see if Cranky wants one or two, and we'll have an answer in just a moment. And Joe Mama, I don't blame you for not wanting to sell them because, like, once you sell them, when are you going to get another? You know, the stuff that I have in my deep stack stays there. The stuff that I come across in coin shops that's cool like this, you know, I will buy 5 or 8. And guess where 1 or 2 of them goes? Into my deep stack. So where are we at? Cranky's going to let us know. Just one. Okay. And congratulations, Cranky. And the backup bidder. Let's see. Was that unknown? If I remember, that was unknown. And unknown, would you like one at the same price?
It was, I think it was Steve.
It was Steve. Sorry, my bad. Steve Oakey Steve is next. Yeah, Mark confirms.
And he said he'll take the other one.
Okay, there you go. Thank you very much. And so, Mrs. T, what do we have next? Oh boy. All right, get ready, guys, and get your pencils and paper. You're gonna want to keep score on this one. We've been doing auctions, and now we're going to have a bid opportunity. Now, this is a really, really good opportunity if you want to start a collection. Let me see here. How am I going to do this? I had to get up out of my seat and do this. All right, so we're going to say, in just a moment, we're going to say bin $60. And that's kind of been the going rate, a little bit north of that here and there, but that's been the going rate on old school Libertads in excellent condition. Excellent condition. Some of these, I don't know, it might be suitable for grading. Either way, if you need the years for your collection, there you go. 86. And when you say bin 60, you've got to tell me what year you need or you want for your collection. And take a look here. I've got, and this would be one hell of a start to a collection. If you're new to Libertads, I've got two 82s, 83s, 84, 85, 86. So for example, if you say bin 1983, 1984, you'll get one of each.
So Steve already says bin 62, but what year?
Cranky, what's that? But you have to say bin and say the year that you want. And so let me go down to the bottom here. And we'll see. Yeah, Mark says, oh crap, here we go.
He says bin 1982. Okay, so
Steve says bin 1982.
Okay.
And he said it twice. So Steve, I'm going to assume you wanted both 1982s. And so there we go, the 82s. And Steve, correct me if you only wanted one, but since I saw 2 years 1982 typed out there, I assume you want both. Please confirm. So then you have, where else are you going to like walk into a coin shop and find consecutive years? 83, 84, 85, 86, boom. You've got the start of your collection. The bin price, Peter, is $60, which has been the going rate on this channel for these beautiful coins. Now look at these. Like, look at the condition. These came straight out of a tube, guys.
Okay.
Straight out of a tube. Cranky bin 84 and wants one of them. Boom, gone. Okay. And we'll do this. Kevin Call is what I'm looking at. Says bin 83. Boom, gone. And no problem, Peter. No problem at all. And Mrs. T. And the 86 is here, Joe Mama. And yeah, if you can get cheaper, good luck. I would say go for it. If you can walk into a coin shop and find them, good luck with that. They're not easy to find these days. Let's see. And anybody else needed 83, 84, 85, or 86. And there you go. I'll give it another minute. Oh, or else these will, and by the way, these are for the people who've been so far. If not, these will live to fight another day, and because becoming a lot more scarce to find. A lot more scarce to find.
Mark says, nope, not hard to follow at all. Sorry, Mark. Because they keep something in.
Yeah. Let's see. Mark says Kevin in 1983.
Yes,
he got that one. And congratulations to the winners. Winners are winners. Winners are winners. All right. I will put those off to the side as any of you want to consider those. And just let us know what years you need. 83, 84, 85, 86. We've got them all consecutive over there. And let's see, 85 and 86. And let us know if you want some more of those. Okay. Now we've got something. And Mrs. T, if you'll write out a little sticky that says bin $60. And that's for all the folks that binned on those. There you go.
He says add one more.
Steve Oakey says add one more bin 1986. You got it, amigo. There you go. And Steve took, Mark says Steve took one at 86. Thank you very much, Mark.
Yep.
All right, next we have some cool old vintage silver. And as I show this, some of you might, I don't know, it's a Friday night. Maybe some of you have had an adult beverage or something. Some of you might get very romantic here. Look at this one. First Love. First Love, 1973. Ooh, a face revealer too. First Love. This one is from an old mint called the Mother Lode Mint. 1973. First Love. You could buy this, give it to your sweetie pie, and there you go. Now there's another one here. Be My Valentine. 1974. You've got some little, what are those called? Cherubs there with the little angels with the wings. Be My Valentine, 1974, some vintage. This one's from the Great Lakes Mint. So some of you guys who know art bars know that some of these things are highly collectible. Let's see if you like First Love or Be My Valentine. I'll give a little focus here. Let's just start these at $30 and just for the heck of it. And, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe Mark's feeling romantic this evening and wants to buy one of these. And there you go. $30 on the old, early 70s vintage silver, which, let's see. Anyone, Mark says, anyone from Kentucky here? No, nor Indiana. I'm on the other end of the state. RH is at 30 on the vintage silver, by the way. In RH, it'll be your choice. The Be My Valentine, 1974, or First Love, 1973. There you go. RH. There you go, $30. And let's see if you just run the table here on this romantic silver or someone else jumps in. Can you guys hear the music today? I wasn't sure if I got it on. Let me know if you can hear the music. Jay Swartwood is at 31. Now, guys, if you're bidding on something for your sweetie, don't let it get away. She'll be mad at you. Jay Swartwood is at 31. Be My Valentine or First Love. All right, I'm going to do the countdown and we'll see if any other bids roll in. And
here's Tuli. She's like, what? I thought it started at 8:30.
Oh, hey, Tuli. Nice to see you. And we're going one time. And Tuli is another one of my moderators here. Glad to see you. Tuli, we're bidding on Be My Valentine, 1974. Some of you, you'll have to ask yourself, who was your Valentine in 1974? And this one is even more a little risque. Who was your first love? 1973. I was 2 years old back in 1973. And so I'm going to say going two times. And who is in the lead? Jay Swartwood is in the lead. And I'm saying going two times. And going once, going twice. It's sniper time. And Tiger, just wait a minute. Let's see. Kevin Call says bin 43. I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah, that's the only bin we have.
Yeah, the only bin we have available are the Libertads for $60. And I saw a couple bids roll in after. They were trying to snipe. But as far as I could see, let's see, who was that had it? I think it was Jay, wasn't it? Jay at 31?
Yes, I have Jay at 31.
Let's see, but
he
then
says both.
Let's see, Jay says both. What did that bin pertain to? I don't know. We weren't doing a bin. We were doing an auction.
Yeah.
Jay takes both. That is a good goodbye. Now, if somebody wants the bin, and Tuli, just for so you know, we have some bins available on some Libertads. That good luck finding these guys. We've got an 83, 84, 85, 86 consecutive years Libertads. So if you're interested in a bin, that's what we have available right there. And let me zoom out, and there you go.
Oh, he said that he was bidding 34, not bin.
Oh, okay. All you have to do is put in a number. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Was that like a slip up of your fingers there? It's supposed to be a bid. Okay. And so, yeah, sorry about that. I think the bin threw us all off.
Yeah.
So those went to Jay. But don't worry, we will have more vintage silver. And is it already time for another giveaway?
Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get this stuff out of the way. And if you want to bin, there's the Libertads out of the way. And there we go. We're going for a couple of quarters here. You've got the 90%ers. Like I said, those are normally $6 or so, sometimes a little bit more at a coin shop. And let's see if RH, how fast he is on this one. Oh, I think he will be fast because he watches all my videos, which, by the way, I appreciate very much. A video that I put out this week that I enjoyed making. I thought it was one of my better videos. I like chop marks on coins. And oh, doggone it, I just gave away the answer. Let me think of it. Give me that other question. We'll tear this one up.
Oh, no,
Doggone it, I talk too much.
You do.
All right, there we go. Let's do another question. Oh, we'll have to think of something for our last one. All right, I'll stop talking. I'm just going to show you this question. Fasika says 8 real. And you know what? Forget that one. In last Sunday's video over at Hickory Hills Coin Shop, I interviewed 2 guys. Name one.
Okay.
And so we did our auction on Saturday. I did a video release on Sunday from Hickory Hills, Illinois. I talked to 2 really nice guys, showed off their little shop that was loaded with some cool stuff. And oh man, you guys are so fast.
Yeah.
I already see the correct answer, and RH was not first.
Yeah.
So let me show you the answer. The 2 guys, and either one of these names would have worked as an answer. Mike or Bruce. Mike is the owner. Bruce is the helper, his Batman and Robin. Mike is Batman. And let's see, let me go up here. I'm looking at the Silver Lumberjack.
Yeah, me too.
Really quick. So let's put that on his plate.
Yeah.
And then the old reliable RH, super fast Pentagon speed internet. And not only, sometimes he shows off, Mrs. T. He doesn't just say one of the 2 names. He said them both.
Yeah.
The guy is good. He must have like a photographic memory or something.
Yes.
And congratulations, RH and Silver Lumberjack. And there you go. All right. And don't forget, and this is, when I do the giveaways, sometimes I remember, sometimes I forget. If you'd like to join as a channel member, your shipping is free. Otherwise, it's $5. If you join, your shipping is free if you're at level 2, 3, or 4. And that is $6.99 a month, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it is. It is. I will confirm. Okay, let me scroll down and see the comments. People were guessing Nick and different names. And Central Michigan's here. Hi, Central Michigan. Nice to see you here. And let's see. Central, yeah, if you're interested in the bin items there, we've got some old school Libertads. We've got 83, 84, 85, 86, and they are $60 each. All right. Tuli, thank you so much for jumping in. And here we go. Let's continue the Mexican theme of the night. And if you like my channel, you must like Mexican coins. And we've got 2 more big, heavy coins. Heavy Mexican onzas. But I want you to look at the condition here. These are really good. These are like out of a tube as well. On this side, you have what's called a screw press. That's an old time way of making coins. And they'd swing that thing around and would slam into the coin with great force and make an imprint. And there you go, 1980. And we might have a real battle here because these are two different years. You've got look at the cartwheel. That little shininess, Mrs. T, is called the cartwheel reflection. You got a 79 and 80. This is the balance scale. And so I wouldn't be surprised if whoever wins these or wins the bid takes them both, because you have two different years here. It depends on what you need for your collection. And let's start these off at $40 and see where we land. In the past, in our auctions, they've been going for north of that. And we'll start at $40. On the Mexican onzas, your choice. You take the 79 or the 80. It's up to you. And there you go. 79. Yeah. Joe Mama, I need a 78 as well. I found one in a coin shop. Honestly, it was a little out of my price range, so I left it behind. And it was a really beautiful example. It was so nice. The guy was sending it in for grading. And so he was asking a pretty penny. Doug's at 40, Steve's at 45. And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if whoever wins this takes them both, because you've got both years covered there. And Joe Mama, yeah, I know. I've got a nice little tube of these in my deep stack, 79s and 80s, but no 78s. And we're looking at Steve Oakey at 45. Doug, you're out. And let's see who else jumps into the fray as the bidding begins. And Mrs. T, are you seeing any bids there beyond Steve Oakey at 45? All right, I am going to go going one time. Ooh, that would be a really good bargain on those. Really good bargain on those. And these are, by the way, for the auction winners, excuse me, the GAW winners. And Unknown also needs a 78. I'm going to say going, Doug's at 46. Doug's at 46. And so that means, Steve, you're out. And, I've got some good bidding here. I've got Cranky at 50. Steve fires back at 51. And it's Central Michigan. Is that per piece? Yeah, you get one or the other, or you could take both. But Steve is currently in the lead at 51. So Steve could take that one at 51. He could take the 1980. He could take the 1979, or he could take them both, and that'd be $102 on. So I'm looking at Steve Oakey at 51 is what I'm looking at. And so I'm going to say keep that bidding going, guys, but make it quick. Any auctioneer in the whole world would say give strong bids and don't hesitate, because you might lose out. I'm looking at Steve at 51 going one time. And I'll rely on Mark, Thule, and Central Michigan. By the way, let's hear it for Central Michigan. Thank you for being here to moderate. And I'm going to say going two times, Steve Oakey at 51. And those other interested parties, you're out right now. And we'll see where it goes. Going once. Jenks wants to know, how does one pay and can anyone bid? Jenks, thanks for being here. Anyone can bid. And how do you pay? By PayPal, CashApp, or Venmo. Going once, going twice. Sold. And that was Steve at 51. And so Steve, one or both? And if you want just one, which year? And we will wait to get your response. So, and Mrs. T, let me know, because you normally see a little bit before I do. And Steve will take the 1970s silver goes to Steve. And let's see, that 1980.
It was Cranky.
Who was next? Cranky? All right, Cranky, if you were next. Mark confirmed Steve and Cranky. Cranky, would you like that one at the same price at 51, the 1980? 1980. That was a good year. I was playing Little League Baseball, having lots of fun. Cranky says yes. Thank you, Cranky. Thank you, Steve. And there you go. All right. What we have next is something different and unique. If you're a fan of my videos, you've been watching a while, you know that I've come across a silver port artist that I have a lot of respect for, and his name is AJ Bain. AJ Bain sent me a package not long ago, and he goes by the handle AB Custom Silver, and he sent me something really pretty cool not long ago. If I can get this to stand, there we go. A T-Rex pendant. Take a look at this. It's 0.29 ounce sterling silver, something you can hang on a little chain and have around your chest or give as a gift or a keep or put away in your stack collection. And I'm going to start this like crazy low, just for the hell of it. $15 on original poured silver from the silver pour artist AJ Bain. $15, absolutely I don't know why I'm starting at that low.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. I just feel like, we'll see what happens. It's going to go for more than that, but let's just start at 15. I mean, the detail on this is incredible. Even the little teeth are sharp. And Doug is at 50. Doug is at 50 on the original poured silver artwork from the famous poured silver artist AJ Bain. And when I was at, Mrs. T, you and I were at the Central States coin show, big old coin show, dealers from all over the country. AJ was there. Dealers were coming and clamoring around his booth. And then, like, towards the end of the show, you saw they had his stuff spread all over the entire floor because people were buying them and taking them to all parts of the country because his stuff is so darn cool. All right, I'm looking at Unknown at 51 on the AJ Bain original poured silver, beautiful little sterling silver pendant. And we'll keep this auction going, guys. I'll say going one time to Unknown. And so either bid now, try to be a sniper. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And Yoke Fan is here. Hello, Yoke Fan. And Mrs. C, Yoke Fan says hello. And
hello.
Let's see, it looks like Unknown's fixing to steal this thing at $51 for a piece of original art from AJ Bain. Going once, going twice, and Unknown one. He put in a backup bid. Sold. Unknown, the backup bid was not necessary. You got it at 51, and Kevin is just a second late. Unknown, I got you at 51, my friend. A backup bid not required is what I'm looking at. So congratulations on a nice piece. Comes with a little certificate of authenticity. And there you go. There you go. There you go.
It's really cool.
All right. And next we have a cool piece of silver. And the last time we did this, it went pretty good. And here we go. Let's see. We'll try this. And do we have any dragon fans here? Do we have any dragon fans here? And this is a coin bar from Australia. And it's a 2022 Australian $1. It's got the queen on it. And there you go. You got a cool looking dragon design. The dragon. Whoop, I was holding it upside down. There it is. Can you see it better now? You've got a dragon design there.
Yeah.
And Mrs. T, where do we start that? 35. What the heck? $35. Starting on the cool dragon bar. On the cool dragon bar there. And there you go. Start the bidding at $35 for a really neat piece of silver for your collection.
Okay, they're coming in.
And the bids are starting to roll in. TJF, Stacking the South. Welcome, Stacking the South. And you've got Steve, you got Jay, you got Yofan, Unknown. Stacking the South is at 42 is what I'm seeing in the lead. And welcome, Stacking of the South. And I don't remember seeing you here. Welcome on this Friday night, Stacking of the South. We normally do Saturday or Sunday mornings, but that didn't work this weekend. So here we go. Steve is at 50.
And what year is that?
2022. It is a 2022. And let's see. I'm going to say Steve Okie going one time on the Dragon Bar coin. Yeah, it is. And I know these things kind of sell out. I was lucky enough to find this at a new coin shop, and I went to with my buddy in Valparaiso, Indiana. And there you go, going twice, going once, going twice, sniper time, and sold. And who was it?
Right behind him,
Oh, Tiger right behind.
So
Sorry, I think it was Steve.
yeah, Steve
Okie got it at $50. And nice purchase there, Tiger. Oh boy, the Tiger's reflexes are just a little bit slow today. Tiger's reflexes are just a little bit slow today. But Tiger, I've got some stuff coming up that I think you are gonna go nuts over. And let's see what's next. Here we go. Here we go. I've got two of
Tiger's
these.
at work, that's why.
Oh, Tiger's at work?
Yeah.
Oh boy, Tiger, be careful, my friend. Be careful. Here we go. Mexican silver Libertads. And let me just let you know, I get a better angle here with the lighting. Maybe we should try that other lighting, Mrs. T. I don't know. There you go. Can you guys see okay? There you go. Mexican silver Libertad 2022. Direct your attention to the bottom left-hand corner here. That 550K, there were 550 of these, 550,000 of these minted. Now compare that to the American Silver Eagle or other coinage, maples, you name it. That just 500,000 is not a whole heck of a lot. We're going to start these at, Mrs. T is going to flip the page. Oh boy, that low? Okay. $33. We're going to start those at $33 just to see what kind of bidding we can spur here on Mexican silver Libertads. $33? Why did we do that? Sometimes we throw stuff out low and just to kind of see what happens. And
your mom was like, what?
Yeah, I know.
Like, what?
All right. Well, you know what? The market will bear what the market will bear. And yeah, Stacking the South's at 40. And yeah, those are not going to go for $33. You can bet your bottom dollar on that.
And TJF is in. He said he was shopping at Walmart.
Oh, TJF? Oh boy.
He said, yeah.
And you survived the experience. I'm glad you survived that. We do Walmart shipping. It's called Walmart Plus, where they deliver stuff to you, and it's relatively cheap. I can't remember the exact price of the subscription, but you don't have to worry about seeing people's butt cracks and weird stuff at Walmart.
Come on, T. It's not that bad.
Don't act like you haven't seen that. We've seen
Not all the time.
some weird stuff. And oh, by the way, this is for the winner of the last one. I'm looking at Steve at 41. Stacking the South, you're out. And Steve, your option will be to take one or two. I would strongly advise if you win Libertats for $41, you take them both. And TJF, it was scary tonight. Yeah, we've got some Walmart stories. Remember that time we were walking in and that girl threw up right on the ground and then just kept on walking like nothing happened. And she just wiped her mouth with her sleeve and just walked in, doody-doo, walked right into Walmart like that. All right, where are we at? Going one time. Oh man, this is like bargain. This is Walmart prices for Libertas.
Yeah.
Steve Okie's at 41. And I'm going to say going 2 times to Steve Oki. Who's that?
Unknown.
Where? Unknown is at 45. And there you go. Steve, you're out. Unknown is at 45. And we're getting closer to normal Libertad prices.
Yeah.
Typically, they're in the 50s. And and yeah, dang is right. It was so gross to see. Unknown is at 45. Steve, you're out.
And I wanted
also,
to know if there was more Australian stuff coming up.
more Australian? Yes, there is more Australian stuff coming out. Something kind of cool, actually. I'm sure Mark will be able to give some details on what's coming from Australia, from down under. And going 2 times, Unknown is at 45, and that would be a steal, Mrs. T.
Yes.
Going once, going twice, sniper time, and
Kevin Call 48.
oh, Kevin Call 48, just in the nick of time, and we'll start the process over again. And Steve and Unknown, you're out. Unknown is at 50, though. He answers right back. Kevin's at 52. Can you get Japanese silver? That, I haven't seen any Japanese silver, but I could try to keep a lookout. You guys know I go to a million coin shops, and I'm looking at Kevin at 52, and I'll say Kevin going 1 time at 52. Steve fires back at 53, and that's kind of more in line as where Libertad should land, to be quite honest with you. And yeah, I don't know much about Japanese silver at all. I know there's a lot that comes out of like the South Korea mint or something like that, but even that I'm not real familiar with. I'm going to say going 1 time to Steve at 53, and then I'll say going 2 times to Steve. Simple Hillbilly. Oh yeah, you missed all kinds of good stuff. And Libertad's going fast and going once, going twice. And Mrs. T, you seen anything? All right. Sold. Uh-oh. So that's the word sold. There it is.
Oh, wait.
Sold.
But you have.
Let's see. And we've got Kevin at 55 took it. Oh, lordy. Kevin at 55, and I was kind of late hitting the sold. He sniped it. He took advantage of my slow fingers, and Kevin Call took it at 55. And Kevin, do you want 1 or do you want both? Kevin, do you want 1 or do you want 2? And yeah, Sniperoo. Yeah, Plumber is agreeing. $55 is, he says 2022. Yeah, that's what they are. They are 2022s. But there's 2 coins here. Do you want 1 or do you want both? Just let us know, Kevin. Just let us know. And we'll move on to something different and interesting. And let's see. Kevin, how many do you want, amigo? We know you're going to take 1. Yeah, that is a heck of a good price on pristine Libertads right out of, he took the right one.
Took the right one.
So who is going to take the left one?
And Steve after that.
And who was?
Steve was, he said he'll take it, Steve.
Steve was next. Is that correct, guys? And he'll take the left. Boom, gone. Now, you're going to have another opportunity for right and left. And these are going to go for more than raw. What we have here, Plumber Stacker, take a look at, you might want to buy this and put it on your auction if you want. At these prices, you've got same year, same mintage, 550,000, but MS 70s. These are perfect examples of the Mexican silver Libertad. Perfect examples. Doesn't get better than this, guys. On MS 70 PCGS, and there you go. Where are we starting these, Mrs. T? Let's pick up where we left off. The raw ones went for 55. Let's start these at 55 and see where the graded ones go. Let's start these at 55 and see where the graded ones go. Boom. And it's got to be just, I mean, for the grading alone, that's a $20 bill all day long. I don't think you could even get them graded for 20 bucks. So we're looking at Steve at 60. Let's see. And Thule, sorry I'm late, everyone. We're just happy you're here, Thule. These are 2022s, and the mintage that year was 550,000 last year. Low mintage year. So if you want to put your collection together, you need a 2022. These happen to be graded, and they are perfect. According to PCGS, it doesn't get any better than this. And we're looking at unknown at 65 bucks. Ooh, that's only $10 more for the slab. Ooh, good price. And I'm not messing around here. I'm already saying going one time. Oh, Simple Hillbilly, 66, going one time. And yeah, Tiger, you are right. Thule, Mark, Central Michigan, we are blessed to have some really, really great moderators here who are so kind and generous with their time. And going 2 times to Simple Hillbilly. And there we go. Simple Hillbilly, if you wind up with this at this price, I would advise taking both because that's a heck of a deal. Going once, going twice. Get your bids in, guys. Going once, going twice. Sold to the Simple Hillbilly, and heck of a deal. Simple Hillbilly, do you want one or both? And Kevin, you're behind. Revolution, you're behind. Oh, guys, so close, But the Simple Hillbilly got him at 66. And so he wants one. He's going to leave one for whoever the backup bidder was. And who was the backup bidder? I will rely on Mark and Thule because I was busy yapping to let us know who the backup bidder was on that. And they'll have the option. They will have the option. That's the way it works. Anybody who was before the sold sign. So unknown, Thule says unknown, and then Steve, unknown. And he says he'll take it. Good decision, amigo. Okay. There you go. And we've got more Mexican silver to go, including, a Tiger. Look what's on there. Tiger, can you see that? TheSilverStacker, are you still here?
He's at work.
I know. He's at work. He might want to quit his job in order to win this right here, what's on the back. Tiger, your work is overrated. That's a 2-ounce Libertad back there. The year 2020, 5,500 minted. Plumber, you might want to get in on that. All right. For this, the winner is going to have their option of 2 cool Silvertown. And you guys know how I feel about my Silvertown because this is an Indiana mint. Silvertown, your option is either the portrait style or the landscape style. Portrait or landscape, or if you're the winning bidder, you can decide what you can have both. Very cool. There's the portrait style, has the iconic waffle back, Silvertown, super shiny and like face revealer proof. And then you've got this one. I don't know if this is vintage. It looks a little bit older, just eyeballing it. You've got the miner here with a pickaxe over his shoulder with a little donkey behind him. And it says Winchester, Indiana. Boy, I can't wait to visit Silvertown one of these days. But anyway, that's for your consideration. TJF starts at 35. Okay, we'll do that. Why not? TJF is at 35. And it'll be his option as to which one or both. RH, 37. Steve, 40. We've got some cool... There's no cracks in either of these. And we'll call that a donkey or a burro for tonight. And hey, Mrs. T, we've got over 40 people here. Happy to have everybody here. And where are we at? We're looking at RH at 42. TJF is out. TJF. I have RH at 42.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
above TJF is what I'm looking at, Tuli. What are you seeing on your screen? I'm seeing RH 42 and then Cranky
Yes, she
talking.
removed it. Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, there was a donkey with a crack on the capsule, and I call it the cracked ass that particular time. And all right, we're looking at RH at 42 on the Silvertown Cool Silver. And bidders, now's your time to get in, because I'm saying RH going one time. And we'll see if any other bids roll in. Then I'll say RH going 2 times. Oh, wait a minute. Steve resets it. Steve is at 43. RH, you're out now, because Steve just jumped in at 43 on the cool old Silvertown. Winchester, Indiana. Man, this summer would be a nice time to go down there and say hello to the fine folks at Silvertown.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say Steve Oakey going 2 times. 2 times. And RH, you could either come in strong or you could try to snipe. Your prerogative. But right now I'm looking at Steve. You got 2 different. I wouldn't be surprised if he took both, because they're 2 different bars. And RH restarts it at 44. And there we go. Steve answers right back at 45. And we've got ourselves a good old-fashioned auction here. And there you go. And so if any of you are new around here, no, you don't need to be a member here. You just jump in and start bidding. And I just take your word that you're going to pay when it's all said and done. I'm looking at RH at 44, Steve at 45, going 1 time. Steve at 45, going 2 times. RH, your turn. And here we go. Going once, going twice. Sniper time. Let's see who's going to time it. Sold. Steve Oakey. And thank you, RH, for your bids. It looks like Steve got it this time.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, do you want one or both? I'm going to guess the answer is both, because they're 2 different bars, but don't let me get too ahead of myself.
He says the donkey.
I'll take the donkey. Well, this one has the bigger donkey. This one has a smaller donkey, the proof-like one. The smaller donkey is up here with their iconic little logo. So the question now is, let's see. RH, would you like this one here with the pretty waffle back design there?
Yes.
And he says yes. All right. Thank you, Steve and RH. All right. Oh boy. Is Tiger here? Tiger, let us know if you're here, because I'm fixing to grab something off of this wheel right here. And boy, oh boy. Steve, no problem. No problem at all, Steve. Thank you for bidding, sir. And let's see if Tiger is here. All right, here we go. Mrs. T, are we ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
All right, this one's going to be a big one, guys. Let's see. The 2-ounce Liberton.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you a story about this one, and it's a true story. There were only 5,500 of these minted in 2020. You can guess what was going on in the world in 2020, which I won't even mention that word. And there you go. And as I looked up and down on the mintages, you could go online, you could find out how many were minted on any particular year. And I think I only found like 1 year that has a lower mintage than the 2020. And so, Mrs. T, let's see, we discussed this ahead of time. And if people don't want to bid at this price, this sucker is going in my collection. We're going to start at 145. That is low on the 2-ounce Liberton. 145. And let's see if there's any real major Mexican Liberton. This one Guys, I'm telling you, this is pristine. If
They want to know the mintage again.
the mintage on this for a 2 ounce in the year 2020 was 5,500 on the whole planet.
Yeah.
So every Libertad lover, collector who wants one of these, they're going to have to fight it out with 5,499 other people to get the ones that are available. And you've got one available to you right there. TJF is at 150. Steve, you are out. Cranky's bidding 5,500.
No.
Mrs. T, we're going to have a great summer. All right. Cranky, my man.
They were
Cranky's
the
making me happy here. All right, it looks like it doesn't stay in my collection. It looks like we have a couple of interested parties. Tiger, I don't know where he's at. He's going to be kicking himself for leaving. Sorry, Tiger.
I think he's helping a patient or he's doing something.
And so it's 150 to TJF. Thule is at 200. Thule is at 200. And Thule, if you want to bid and let Mark and Central Michigan do the moderating, that is your prerogative. Thule is at 200 smackers on this Libertad. And man, I would have liked to have kept this in my collection, but it's going to go to somebody else who wants it. And let's see, I wouldn't be surprised if Thule is bidding for Tiger, her buddy. And it's nice to make great friends here on the good old world of YouTube. Central Michigan jumps in at 210. Oh my goodness, another moderator versus moderator. My goodness gracious. Thule responds with 225. And maybe perhaps people are looking online and seeing the crazy numbers that these things go for. And I'm looking at Thule at 225 going one time. And yep, Central Michigan, you're right. Mark can be our moderator. Well, the two, or Mrs. T and I could try to figure out as well. This is one big item, and you guys do your thing. You guys bid, have a fair competition. And I'm going to say going 2 times to Thule at 225. And going once, going twice. Sold. And it looks like Thule at 225 takes it. And Thule, I think she was so shook up. TJF, you're just behind at 230. Thule takes it at 225. And that's a pretty good deal, as you could see by the rigorous bidding from other people. TJF, I'm sorry. Thanks for your bid. Central Michigan, thanks for your bids. Just a little late. Thule takes it at 225. That's a nice piece, guys. A nice piece. Thule, I don't know if you're going to keep that or send it to your buddy Tiger, but somebody's going to have a heck of a nice piece for their collection. Okay, next, and congratulations. Next, an authentic, and this is my personal only piece of poured silver I'm throwing up there today. That's all I had ready and available. I finished it today. It's nice and shiny, and here she is. And this is a chunky mama right here. Comes with a little black satchel, and I think this might be the heaviest one of these I've ever made. I call these my T logo pours because obviously it has my T logo on it. It's got the YouTube symbol there. It's got the year 20. That's when I started my channel, is in November 1, 2020. 2.7 ounces with some nice pour lines. Numero 14. Is that 14? Mrs. 14. And number 14. And let's see, 2.7. Let's just do it at like melt price, which 2.7 to Mrs. T. Where are we gonna put that? $60. Let's just put that at $60 on 2.7 ounces of poured silver. And for your collection, perhaps the biggest one I've ever made, perhaps the biggest one I will ever make out of that particular mold, because that's about as big as it gets. And I'm looking at Revolution at 90 bucks. 90 bucks. Thank you. And guys, let me just let you know, I do appreciate your support with my poured silver. You guys know I've been practicing the hobby, getting, I think, a little bit better and better as I go along. Definitely learning new things. And I appreciate people going out of their way to pick up my silver for their collection. It is quite the honor as someone who is, creating with their own hands to make stuff that people appreciate. I'm looking at Doug at 105. Cranky is at 120. And Cranky we let you off the hook at that $5,500 bid. So we'll take your 120 bid right there. Thank you, Cranky. And anybody else who bid, and we'll see where it lands, but we're going to do a countdown. And if you're interested, there you go. This is my only personal silver pour of the day, going one time, and to Cranky Stacker at 120. Then I'm going to say going 2 times. And Mark, I'm back. All is good again. Glad you're, Mark, oh my goodness. You'll have to go back and watch the replay, man. The 2-ouncer, that was incredible. Central Michigan's bidding 5,500. And I'm going to, you know what? Cranky's got it at 120, going once, going twice, and so thank you so much, Cranky. Really appreciate it. And I hope that makes a nice addition to your collection. And we'll see what we have next. Mrs. T, what do we have next? Was that the end of that round?
That was.
Okay, pull out another trivia question. We'll pull out the final trivia question. And then what we'll have to do is think of one at the end. We'll have to think of a real good one. All right.
Okay.
All right, it's time away. This has been fun on a Friday night. It's time to give away some silver. And we've got a couple of 90% junk silver, whatever you like to call it. I call it junk silver. Probably about $6 a coin there. And I've got a trivia question for those who are fans of the channel. Oh boy, you guys, you might have to dig a little deeper for this one. I think this one will be for like the real fans and not the only fans, the real fans. And before we pull this one out and show you, unknown says Turkey. Yeah. No. Canada, no. 1997, no. All right, we've got a good question here, but it's time for a little commercial. If you are new here, and there's a couple new names here I noticed, we are doing shipping is $5. So if you win something, it's $5 to ship it. But if you're a channel member, if you go and become some people have actually done that during my broadcast, and when they do it, like pops up on the chat or on the comments. If you join at level 2, 3, or 4, you get free shipping. So that's the shipping commercial and the membership encouragement. All right, guys, here we go. And by the way, if you're just joining us, for $60, you could bin any of these old school Libertads in really, really good condition right out of tube. And you've got 83, 84, 85, 86. So if you want consecutive years to make a collection, there you go. All right. Enough of all that. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see the card. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Some of you may have noticed, and some of you have already gone and liked tomorrow's video. And it's a repeat of, not a repeat, this is a brand new video with a coin shop owner that I've interviewed before. So in tomorrow's premiere, 8:30 a.m., by the way, what's the name of the coin shop owner? What is the first name of the coin shop owner? And let's see. Here we go. No, it's not Arthur. I will give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. He is in Chesterton, Indiana. Chesterton, Indiana. And I could already see one of you got the answer. Oh, two of you got the answer right. And let me scroll back up. And some of you might have seen T-Bone guessed Bob, Peter, Harry, and Led. Bob. RH says Josh. That is correct. The answer, RH, man, super fan, RH.
Yeah.
Got it again, and I am happy that RH watches all my stuff. He saw the thumbnail, and let me scroll down. I'm looking at Fasika's Toy World. Got the second quarter. So make a little, add this to RH's, add this to, hold on, let me see that. Let's hear that.
Yep.
Can you hear that silver clanging together? That silver sound just sounds so good. So good. All right, let's get on with the auction. Congratulations, guys. RH once again. Pasikas. There you go. And let's see what we have next. Okay, we have a couple of bars, and they're both different. All right. Oh, two of the biggest names. And these are in the portrait style. You got the JM. Super, super pristine, shiny. Got some tone action towards the bottom there. You got the JM and you got the Engelhard. It doesn't get any better than this. You got the JM and the Engelhard. There you go. You've got the Engelhard logo on the back. Both portrait style. Winner take, without me face revealing, winner take either one they want or both. JM, where do we start these, Mrs. T? Oh, $32. Okay, $32 sounds good to me. And we'll see where this vintage silver goes. You could either take the JM, and how do you guys, I say Johnson Matthey, but I have heard some YouTubers say Johnson Matthey. Well, that sounds kind of fancy, Johnson Matthey.
It's fancy.
Hey, Fancy Nancy's not here, by the way.
Yeah.
This is Johnson Matthey, JM bar here, and assayers and refiners, fine silver, 1 ounce, and it has a serial number. The Big E logo, Engelhard, also has a serial number at the bottom. You can take one, you can take them both. They're both different. Your option, whichever one you want to take. And I'm looking at RH. You guys, I know you love your vintage silver, just like me. I've got another video coming out, probably mid-week. I've got to edit it up. And I'm going to show you guys all of my silver bars, the 1 ouncers. I've got a bunch of art bars. I've got just a boatload of Engelhards. And I know some of you enjoy your Engelhards and JM just like I do. All right, I'm looking at RH at 53. Thule confirms. And there you go. Going one time to RH at 53. And going 2 times to RH at 53. And once again, it'll be his option as to which one he wants to take. The old JM. Ooh, you can almost see me in there. Steve jumps in at 54. Steve jumps in at 54. And so RH fires right back at 55 as I zoom in a little bit on those beautiful bars. And there you go. RH at 55 in control. And Steve, you're out. You're out. But let's see if there's a response. RH at 55 going one time. And some cool bars. And thanks for your help, Thule. RH at 55 going 2 times. So now it's sniper time. Going once. Going twice. And I pause for a second and sold.
They can see your hair.
I just got a haircut too.
Yeah.
Kevin, sorry you missed the snipe by just a hair. Pardon the pun. And you could want to see my hair. There it is.
Okay, so
RH takes both. Good decision, amigo. Good decision. All right. Guys, you're going to have more options here. And thank you once again, RH and Steve, for bidding. you're going to have some options here. And don't forget, let me zoom out just a little bit because you're going to have 3 different options. And don't forget, just a reminder, you've got old school Libertads here if you want to bin at 60. And the years are 83, 84, 85, 86. Your choice. All right. Yeah. This next lot here is pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. I have a feeling, Mrs. T, there's going to be a battle here. And if someone asked for Australian earlier, all right, let's start with that. You've got 3 different critters here, 3 different animals. And Mrs. T, you showed in your video the other day that you're an animal lover. Mark, check this out, buddy. You got the old kookaburra. And I think you said last week that you like the sound of kookaburra. They're very common in Australia. This happens to be backdated 2015 kook. 2015 kook. Looks like he's on a stump there. Kook on a stump. We'll call this one. Next, you have the year of the ox, the old, strong, dependable workhorse ox. Year of the ox. And what kind? This is Australian as well. You got, look how shiny the queen looks there with that frosted background. $1 Australian. Year of the ox, 2021. Oh, baby. Nice, nice, nice. And finally, this is not Australian. This is other side of the world. You've got a beautiful elephant here with a little baby elephant marching right in front of it. Another face revealer here. If you guys want to see my hair, there it is. Yeah. All right. And you got Somali Republic, 2022, 100 shillings. You got 2 leopards holding a crest there, or like some kind of symbol there for Somali. All right, your choice. The kook, the ox, or the elephant. Your choice. And Mark's saying I'm wearing a wig. Mark, you could, when I visit Australia, you could run your fingers through my hair. Mrs. T will even let you do that. You could even yank on it if you want to see that it's real, just to prove. And then after that, you need to tell everybody that it's a real luxurious head of hair. Where are we going to start these? As $31. Just start me up at $31. And I have a feeling this will go north of that. And the winner will get their choice. You want the kook, you want the ox, you want the elephant, and your choice.
He's so slippery like oil on water.
I don't really use too much product, to be honest. I do a little bit of gel. That's about it. And so whoever wins, you could say, hey, give me the elephant and the ox and leave the kookaburra. Or you could take one of the two of the 3, or all 3. Give me all 3 critters. I want them all. Your choice. Steve Oakey, you're going to have that option if you win this auction. And I'm looking at you at $50. And there you go. Going one time to Steve Oakey, an awesome participant in my auctions. I should say in our auctions, Mrs. T. Oh, that's a good one.
Yep. Oh, no IQ, 55.
Hey, no IQ jumps in at 55. And I had a feeling there's going to be some other people who are animal lovers here as well. Kookaburra and ox are both Australian. And then the African wildlife, of course, is Somali, African. All right, where are we at? No IQ at 55, going one time, going cuckoo for kookaburra. I can't wait to hear one in person someday. And I'm looking at no IQ. Steve's at 65. Wow.
And Mark says that the kook is most expensive, then the ox, and then the elephant.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yep.
Kooks are expensive.
Ooh,
okay.
That's good to know.
Yeah, good to know. I'll keep my eyes open for more kooks then. And I know a lot of kooks, to be honest with you. I'm looking at Steve at 65 going one time. And Steve says he heard they were noisy. I think I've heard him on videos before. Going 2 times. And let me type it out. Going once, going twice. Oh my goodness.
Tiger
Tiger got his first snipe time perfectly. Tiger at 66 out of nowhere. Sorry, there's no tiger to choose from, but you got a kookaburra. Do tigers probably eat ox? An elephant. So, and man, oh man, and a bunch of bids flooded in at the end. Steve, Kevin 66, Steve 67, but late. Tiger.
He wants all three.
Sometimes it works. Tiger takes all three animals. Congratulations, Tiger. And boy, you timed that one perfect. I got to give you an applause just for that snipe action there. And there you go, Mrs. T. Take that. And oh boy, you know, when I do these auctions, guys, I don't do junk. And Tiger needs them in the jungle. That's cool. And when I do these auctions, I don't do junk, and I do cool stuff. And this might be beyond the 2020 Libertad. This might be one of the coolest things you've seen in a long, long time. I think we're ready for this, Mrs. T, and I'll try not to do a face reveal.
Right.
Up on the wall there, take a look. You've got U.S. 20th century type coins. Get ready for this one. Maybe I'll even zoom in a little bit more and show you in detail the different types of coins. So here you go. You got the whole shebang here, guys. You've got, move that out of the way. Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
You got the barber $50 there. You've got the barber dime. You've got the Indian. You've got the Mercury dime. You've got the Walking Liberty. And this is the real stuff. You got the Franklin, the Rosie, the penny, another Rosie, Standing Liberty, Steel penny, barber, what is that? A quarter there. You got the barber, oh my gosh, this is really old. The Liberty right there. You've got Washington quarter. That is, let's see, 1962. You got some silver there. Then boom, you got the Morgan dollar. You got the Ike down here, nickel, and then boom, right over here, you got the peace dollar. You got the whole shebang of 20th century coins. So let me zoom back out, and so you guys can see them all. Whoops, there's the good old face reveal. Let me move it this way a little bit. And yeah, I don't want to have a face reveal and all of a sudden get discovered, and then Hollywood comes calling, and then before you know it, I'm making movies and stuff like that.
My goodness.
And then I don't have any time, to do a YouTube channel when all that happens. So,
okay, focus, T.
All right, there we go. I'll let my imagination stop running wild. And Mrs. T, where are we starting that collection? Or else it's going up on my wall here in where we do our auctions. 155. 155, that's a low number to start, to do the math. Like, just add up the silver alone, and you got a nice chunk of change there. You got a Morgan, you got it all. You got it all there. This thing looks like it was framed in the 1960s or something like that. It looks like some paneling that we used to have in our old house in the background. Starting bid is at 155. And people recognize cool stuff when they see it. And they know I could walk into a coin shop and get good deals because I buy a lot, and then offer crazy low deals.
Right.
And
so TJ app says show the home movies of T skiing.
I could do that because I have a helmet on when I'm skiing.
Yeah.
I'll have to throw that in one of my videos and dedicate it to TJF. All right. I'm speaking of TJF. I do like to ski. I didn't start till when I was an adult, and I do love to ski. Mrs. T can't say the same. No. TJF is at 200, and Steve is at 225. And I am going to have to get a big old box and really ship that nicely. Wrap the heck out of it, all kinds of like I don't know, packing peanuts and wrap and bubble wrap. But that's going to go across the country to perhaps Steve Oakey, and or maybe TJF. I don't know. And I hate to say goodbye to that one because it will look cool in my room, in my office here. But I'll tell you what, Steve's at 225, and that's fair. 225 going one time. If you guys are contemplating, now is the time to bid away on this cool piece. Yeah, I just picked this one up today, by the way. Going 2 times to Steve at 225. And Revolutions, that's what I wanted it for, to put in my office. Yeah, it's a neat display piece. And anybody who walks in says, oh, you like coins? That's cool. And Kevin jumps in at 235. So we'll start the whole process over as I was talking. And they say, oh, you know, my grandpa's got a coin collection. You ought to take a look at it someday. And you never know. I've actually bought a big auction simply because Mrs. T was talking about her crazy husband who collects coins at her office. And next thing you know, I'm buying her secretary's deceased father's coin collection. Going one time, it looks like Kevin Call.
Centrals, what are we bidding on?
We're bidding on this big, beautiful framed coin display. And Kevin Call's got it at 235, and I'm going to say going 2 times to Kevin Call, and we'll see if somebody tries to snipe it or if Kevin Call takes it. Going once, going twice, and fair warning. Sold to Kevin. Sold to Kevin. Nice purchase there, Kevin. And Central Michigan, sorry, buddy, it's off the board. Here's your last look without giving me a face reveal. You had a whole collection in one condensed frame, and I'm going to hand that to, TJ, I'm sorry, just a little late, my friend, just a little bit late, and so close. I'll see if I could scour the coin shops and find something similar. And but anyway,
it's heavy too.
It is. It's full of silver.
Yeah.
It's crazy how heavy that is. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for bidding. Let's see what we have next. All right. And as you can see there in the background, I don't have to worry about the face reveal so much anymore. You've got a couple pieces back there. The next one we'll do is right here. We're going to go back to the second and last of the evening. This is pretty cool, pretty creative, and it uses a process that I have not tried yet. I wouldn't even know where to start with gold gilding. There you go. There's the certificate of authenticity. It is this right here. He calls this, and when I say he, I mean A.J. Bain, one of the country's best silver pour artists, in my opinion, and the opinion of lots of other people. He calls this the pirate coin, but it's heavy. It's not an ounce. It's 1.5 ounces of gilded silver. So the silver is 999 fine. The silver is 999 fine silver, but he put a layer of 24 karat gold on top of that. Insane piece. It looks like solid gold, but is, you know, it's silver and gold gilded, 24K. The coloration on this is absolutely gorgeous. And let's just start it like way low, get as many interested parties as we can and see where she lands. $75. $75. Arthur Bain, original poured silver, 1.5 ounce. 1.5 ounce. It's not a 1 ounce, it's big, heavy, and it's gilded in 24 karat gold. Doug's at 80 to get us going. Doug is at 80 on an art piece here from a guy who does this for a living. That's his full-time job. He's a silver pour artist. And you guys have heard me rave about AJ. I just have tremendous respect for him. And I think the dude's amazing. And there you go. 1.5 ounces of 999 silver, 24 karat gilded overlay. And we're looking at $80 going one time. Oh my goodness, this would be a good buy at $80. And Doug is in the lead at $80. And I'll say going two times. And if these other guys are gonna let this one go, well, you might wind up with a really cool piece for a low price of $80. Going once. Oh, Jenks jumps in at 85. Sorry, Doug. He's not gonna let you take it that cheap. Jenks is at 85. Let's see. And so and Doug fires right back at 87. And yeah, I had a feeling it wasn't going to go that low because it is a cool piece. And I'm getting hot in here, Miss. This light beaming on me. I'm ready to take my shirt off over here.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if you can handle that. All right, going one time. And then where are we at?
100.
We're all right. We'll let these guys battle it out a little bit. Jenks 90, Doug 100. So Jenks or anybody else who's interested, the next bid would need to be 105 or higher. Could be 107, could be 109, but it's got to be at least 105 because as you can see there on the left side, once we hit 100, the bid increments go at $5 a pop. So Doug at 100, let's see if it stays there. Going one time. And
Mark says $5.
$5 for the shirt. Oh boy. Jenks is at 107. And so now, Doug, if you want to bid, your next bid would need to be 112 or more. All right. Mark is looking for a little fans only action over here. All right. Mrs. T would be probably the only one that chips in for that. All right, where are we at? 107 going one time and 107 going two times. Jenks is in the lead. Jenks and Doug. Doug fires back 110, but Doug, you're just a little light. You have to be at 112 or higher because Jenks was at 107. And the bid increments, once we hit north of 100, are $5 increments. Look, Mrs. T just alerted me. Tiger is at 115, and Thule confirmed. So, guys, Doug and Jenks, you guys would have to be at 120 or higher on the 999 fine silver, gilded and 24 karat gold.
Okay, Tiger wanted to know how many
ounces. 1.5 ounces, Tiger. So it's not a 1 ouncer. Feels a little heavier in the hand, and it is pretty. But what you're really paying for is, oh, no problem, Doug. Not a problem at all. Glad that you're here bidding, and we appreciate you here. Going one time, the Tiger at 115. So 120 is where we would need to be.
He is. Doug's at 120.
Oh, Doug's at 120. There he goes. And
what you were saying, T, was the artwork.
Yeah, what you're really bidding on. I mean, if you want just silver, you can buy a buffalo or buy two buffaloes.
Right. And
you have that much silver content. But what you're buying here is a certificate of authenticity coming from a real live, bona fide silver pour artist who is only gaining in popularity. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this before. This is number 142 of 882. So that's as many as the dude's going to make. And you get a low number here at 142. All right. Let's see. We're looking one time to Doug at 120. And Tiger, you're out. And I'm going to say two times to Doug at 120. And we'll see if any of these snipers come out of the woodwork. Oh, Jenks. Jenks comes out of the woodwork. Jenks has not gone away. Jenks is at 125. And so, guys, and then Tiger is at 125. Jenks, you're in the lead. Tiger, you're out. And Doug, you're out. So we've got a really good battle going on. at these $5 increments here. And Tiger likes when we keep it on the fives, but you could bid, your next bid will have to be 130 or 131 or 133 or whatever, anything above $5, or you could support Tiger with his battle with OCD because he likes them on the fives. All right, going once, going twice to Jenks at 125. This is the only one I have here. This is it, guys. Going once, going twice, and
Tigers are 130.
Ooh, Tigers at 130. Tigers at 130. We've got a good battle here going, guys. Good battle indeed. This is good entertainment on a Friday night. And I'm going to say Tiger at 130. And now he's in the driver's seat. Going once, going twice to the Tiger Stacker, aka El Tigre, aka the Serbian Sensation. Going once, going twice. Sold to El Tigre. Sold. Nice piece, Tiger. And hey, for the other guys that were bidding, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. There you go.
Oh, nice.
All right. Now, again, like I said, I don't bring you guys junk. I bring you guys cool and interesting things. And Doug is a gentleman, says, nice one, Tiger. And Doug, thanks for and Jenks, you too. Jenks, you too. That's what we like. We like good, vigorous bidding here and people treating each other well to boot. Okay, something kind of cool. Came across these. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen these before. Jaeger poured silver. These are each, as I try to focus here, each 2 ounces. So if you, Tiger or any of you other guys, if you want a 2-ounce pair of dice, you rattle them together. There you go. You play with them all you want when you get them home. But for right now, there you go. Jaeger poured silver. $9.99 fine silver. And you're going to bid on one. But if you win, you can take them both if you want. The starting price has got to be, Steve says 50. All right, what the heck? Don't forget, these are 2 ounces each. These are 2 ounces each. And okay, Jay is at 60. No IQ. And don't forget, guys, just to clarify, you're bidding on one at this price, and you have the option of either taking 1 or 2. So no IQ, I just want to confirm that you understood that. You're bidding on one, not both of them. You could either take one and split up the pair of dice, or no IQ. We were going for just one die, just for one die. So I'm going to, moderators, let's take away No IQ's bid because he thought we were going for both. And Steve, I assume you were in the same boat. So right now I'm looking at Jay Swartwood at $60 on one die. And for a 2-ouncer, yeah, that makes sense. It probably should actually go a little bit more because this is poured silver. And there you go. So we are going on one die for the bid. So 60 and 60 would be 120. If you win, you could have them both for that price. Doug's at 70. Steve Oakey is at 70. You guys know Jaeger. Jaeger is a pretty well-known silver pouring group outfit, and you don't see the cubes very often. Excuse me. Let me take another drink of water. And Thule confirms in writing the bid is for one die.
And those are unique. Like I haven't seen those in all the coin shops.
No.
Gone to.
This is a kind of a neat find. Revolution is at 76 is what I'm looking at. And we'll see where it lands. We've got quite a few interested parties in these, Mrs. T.
Yes.
And
I can see why. Like I said, it's rare.
Yeah. I'm going to say going one time to a revolution. Start a revolution. And I'm going to say.
Spelled Jaeger. The Tiger wants to know how is it spelled.
Let's see. It's YPS Jaeger poured silver. It's Yeagers, Jaeger's poured silver.
Mhm.
And we're looking
Tigers
at
at 80.
Tigers at 80.
Mhm.
Very good. And other guys are right around that range.
Mhm.
Tigers and elite guys. And I'll just spur a little bidding by saying Tiger going one time. Ooh, Steve is at 85. Steve,
Mhm.
these might, I don't know how collectible these are. I just came
Yeah.
across them. And there you go. Steve is at 85. And I'm going to say going 2 times to Steve at 85. So, yeah, they are sharp.
Yeah.
Interested parties, now's your time to restart, or else I'm going to say the S word.
Tigers at 90.
Whoop, Tiger is at 90. Tiger is at 90. Let me take that out. you could take your little Sharpie, put dots on these if you'd like, or heck, I could stamp them for you if you want before I send them to you. But I don't know if I would do that. It kind of would mess up the,
Yeah.
you know, it says Jaeger there. It says 2 on the side. It just looks kind of cool.
Mhm.
All right, I'm looking at Steve at 95. Steve's not backing down. He's not afraid of tigers. And Tiger's pretty ferocious, though, I'll tell you that. Steve says, I ain't scared.
Mhm.
And going 2 times to Steve and Tiger, your turn if you want. I'm going to say going once, going twice.
Tigers at
99. Tigers at 99. Steve, you could bid 100. Yeah, Tony, these battles are fun. They really are. Steve, you could say $1 more and do 100, and then the next bid after that will have to be 105. Bad Tigers. Let's see. Here we go. 99 to the Tiger, going 1 time, and 99 to the Tiger, going 2 times. And anybody watch that goofy show called, what's that guy's, the Tiger?
Steve's at 100.
Oh, Steve's at 100? I didn't see that.
Mhm.
Steve's at 100, so the next bid would have to be, 105. What was that name of that goofy show with that guy with the mullet who was training those tigers and doing all kinds of bad things? Tiger something. Somebody watching or might remember. I'm looking at Steve at 100, and I'm going to say Steve.
That was a train wreck of a.
Yeah, what was that goofy show?
120, Tiger says. Tiger King.
Whoa, Tiger King.
And then,
Tiger's at 120?
Yeah.
Hey, holy smokes. I'm going to say going 1 time to the Tiger King.
Yeah.
And Steve, that's a pretty mighty bid. I don't know if you can keep up with that or what.
Revolution's showing Tiger. And he says I'm done.
Okay, Steve's done. And Steve, thank you for your bidding. I'm going to say going once, going twice. So, and that one is for Tiger, and this one is for Steve. And Tiger, the question is, do you want one or both at 120 each? One or both? Tiger bagged him.
Both.
He wants both. There you go.
Yeah, you kind of have
El
it.
Tigre gets
you
the.
know? Look at that.
There you go, man.
Uh-huh.
All right, there you go. All right, both please. And what's next? We have got something smaller, and it will fit in this jungle. You will see. Tiger starting his own channel. Can't wait to see it, man.
Oh, yeah.
Cannot wait to see. I'll be a big fan of it. And all right, this next piece is cool. Anybody here from Florida? Anybody here from Florida? Anybody ever do spring break at Panama City? Panama City, Florida. Even if you didn't even go there in person, you might have seen it on MTV back in the day. All the college spring breakers used to go to Panama City. I can verify that it's a little tamer now because it's more of a family place. But this is from Southeast Refining, vintage, Panama City, Florida. Cool looking back there. And Mrs. T, where are we starting on this one? It's serialized. It's got a serial number on it. 020265. That low? Okay, $30. There you go. For vintage old silver. Cool piece for your stack election. And there you go. Hopefully you can see it focus pretty well. Maybe I can try to make it a little bit bigger. And that's a cheap one. Stacking the South is at 35. And stacking the South, I don't know how south you are. Are you down in Florida, Georgia, Alabama?
Yeah, they said yes. Stacking the South said Florida. And then SGT says hi.
SGT. Good to see you, man. Nice to see you. Another, guys, it's always nice when fellow content creators show up and say hi. Nice to see you, SGT. And having a nice...
North Florida.
North Florida. Got it. And I'm looking at Steve Oakey at 45. And SGT, hope everyone is having a great night. Yeah, we've got a smaller crowd than our normal Saturday, Sunday mornings. However, it's a mighty crowd. The right people are in the room. We're having fun, having a couple of jokes here and there. And I've offered some, I think the bidders would agree, some pretty cool stuff tonight. Stuff you don't see everywhere. And I don't know where we're at, but I'm going to say going one time on this cool old Panama City, Florida, Southeast refining vintage silver. Who's in the leaf? Steve at 45, going 2 times. And yeah.
And he's in Central Florida. He's by the Kennedy Space Station.
Central Florida. Going once, going twice. So Steve at 45. Yeah, we're gonna need to go see a launch one of these days. And it seems like back in the day it was way less frequent. Oh my goodness. There was a snipe.
Yeah.
Kevin called that dirty dog. Oh man, okay. Sorry about that. Kevin, you get it. Congratulations, Kevin. And that was a really well-timed snipe. Sorry about that, Steve. It's happened to me before, though. I can tell you that. I've been on auctions. Yep. I've been on the good side of that, and I've been on the bad side of that, and you just never know. All right, we're coming down to the end, Mrs. T. We've got some other stuff here, and then a giveaway at the end. You and I are gonna have to think of a video or a question. And by the way, last call on the vintage Libertads I've got for your consideration: 83, 84, 85, 86. So if you're putting a collection together, just say bin $60 or bin Libertads and let me know the year. 83, 84, 85, or 86. Which ones do you need for your collection? There you go. All right. Next up, is it this? All right.
This is it.
All right. I gotta bone up on my geography. Let me see. The island of Fiji, is that in like the South Pacific somewhere? And Fiji 2022. It says 50 cents. My goodness. Yeah, cheapskates over there in Fiji. Ounce of pure silver. You got the Jurassic Park theme here. You've got the dinosaur charging towards you, breaking out of a box or some kind of pen or something. You've got the iconic Jurassic Park logo. You even have a chopper chasing this T-Rex. And a pretty cool piece indeed. And I've got 2 of them. The winner can take one or both. Their choice. This would be great for a young silver stacker just getting started off. Mom or dad buys this for them. And then they are on their way. They get hooked when they see cool stuff like this. All right, there you go. Steve's already at 50, so there you go. Steve, you're at 50. We'll go with that, and we'll go from there. And the winner will get their choice of 1 or 2. Either T-Rex will be theirs. I'm looking at Steve is at 50, and then he outbids himself at 51. Maybe that's a backup. I don't know. Jurassic Park. Are they coming out with any more of those, or are they done with Jurassic Park? I'll tell you what, when that movie first came out, absolutely magical. That was such a wonderful movie. I'm looking at Kevin Cole at 52. State-of-the-art graphics, just the whole entire saga of part 1, 2, 3, 4. They made quite a few of them, but man, there were like the first one, like in the movie theater, it was one of those things where it makes your hair stand up on your arms. It was so cool and revolutionary at the time. I'm looking at one time, Steve, I think that must have been a mistake. You put $95. I think that's a mistake. Steve at 55.
No IQ wants
no IQ wants an 83. There you go. That goes to no IQ.
Okay.
Anybody else wants a Libertad? We're dwindling down to the last 4. We've got 85.
He meant 55.
84, 85, 86, and 85. So those are your dates. Steve said, I saw 83. 83 is gone. We've got 85, 86, 84, and 85 left over. Those are the years. So, yeah, 83, we had a couple of them earlier, but they're gone. Where are we at on the T-Rex? That's what I want to know. Can one of the moderators help me? Because I got a little goofed up. Sometimes that happens. And let's see. Where are we at? Mrs. T, he thought the bin was a bid. I'm not sure what that means. Should we take that Libertad back? Okay. So these guys can clarify and help us figure that out. And so where are we at? We're at Steve at 55.
I have for the T-Rex. I have
no. On the last Libertad, I think he didn't want that. I don't know.
This is no IQ.
Oh, no IQ took that. Okay, got it.
No.
All right. Woo! I'm all messed up. Steve at 55, going one time. Tiger, are you trying to mess me up? He's saying bin 56. Tiger,
there is no bin 56.
I'm gonna pull your tail, Tiger. All right. All right. All right.
Steve wants to.
I'm going. Tiger. Oh, he's bidding 56. Okay, they're not up for bin. Tiber is bidding. Kevin is bidding 57, and we're back straightened out on the T-Rexes that are cool coins. They're not round. Those are coins from Fiji, the island of Fiji. And let's see.
Okay, so now
Mark,
Steve says 60. And everybody else is laughing.
Steve's at 60.
He's sobbing quietly because he's really confused.
Mark is. Oh yeah. I know, man. We're coming down to the end, guys. So on the T-Rexes, I've got 2 times $60 to Steve Oakey, and going once.
Tiger's at 61.
Oh, Tiger's at 61. Could a tiger beat a T-Rex? I don't know. It'd have to be a small baby T-Rex, or else a T-Rex would just chomp a tiger. Let's see if Steve or Kevin are going to chomp this tiger. And current bid is Steve Oakey at 65 on one of those T-Rex coins, but he'll have the option of taking one or both. Here we go. Going once and going twice to Steve Oakey on the T-Rex coins, not rounds, they're coins. 66. Tiger jumps back in at 66. Maybe those would go good in the jungle. Can you imagine? Just like the movie, T-Rex bounding through the jungle. Steve's not letting go. Steve is holding on like a T-Rex with a baby stegosaur in his mouth. Going one time to Steve at 67. And I'm going 2 times to Steve at 67. Going once. Going twice to Steve at 67. And so, oh, Kevin, you were right behind. Right behind with 69. I've got Steve. I'm looking on mine. Kevin is behind, Thule. Can you confirm that? On mine, I
too.
say going once, going twice,
Mhm.
and then TJF made like a little smiley face.
Yep.
Then I put sold, and then Kevin came in after that.
So,
Okay, if the moderators can confirm that that's what they're saying, but what I'm seeing on my screen is Steve got it at 67. Steve at 67.
I see the same.
Okay, and
So
Steve, do you want one or both of those T-Rex? One or both of the T-Rex? Just let us know, Steve. And I know the backup bidder, I think, was Tiger.
yeah, and he says he wants one.
Okay,
And then
Steve wants one.
Tiger says he wants
And El
one.
Tigre takes the other. They were battling it back and forth on that.
Mhm.
And let's see what else we have. We're coming down to the end,
Mhm.
and we've got a few more items. Let's see. Oh, all right. Mrs. T and I need to straighten things out here. We're going to get into an argument here.
No argument. I'm just making sure.
All right, here we go. All right. Let's see. We've got a rider on a horse spearing a dragon. Let me see if I get a better focus here. Super, super shiny. And this is a coin from Ascension Island, 2 pounds. Got the queen on it. Can you guys see that? All right. All right. Mrs. T, can you see that on your little screen?
Yes.
Man, I'm sweating in here. I'm sweating like I stole something.
What?
Hey. All right.
I don't know what to say with that.
All right. We've got that's basically the image you see on a sovereign. With the is that like St. George or something like that, or somebody help me out there. You've got the rider with the jab or the spear spearing the dragon. What was the year? And a good question. The year is from Ascension Island. What year is that? 2 pounds. Where is the year? Mrs. T, your eyes are better than mine.
Is it St. George?
St. George sounds right. Yeah, but I can't find the year. Is it so small on here? Oh, is that on the side? I don't know. What the heck year was it? Unknown year. Oh, wait, it's so tiny. At the very bottom, 2022.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, here's your mic.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, RH says 2022.
2022. Look at that. Mrs. T to the rescue. All right. Started, I don't know, Mrs. T, where do we start that? 33? Okay.
And TJF said, try out the new microscope.
Yeah, pull it out. 33. Oh, man.
Everybody has jokes.
Yeah. All right, let's see. We've got a couple more items to go. And then, Mrs. T, I think we did 2 of these, but I just found another one of these. So is that correct? Or are these, is that right?
You did 1.
I did 1? We're all messed up. I thought I did 2 of these and I had 1 left over here.
Because you had 2 out. And
Okay. Thank you. All right. We'll do that. Mrs. T, thanks for keeping me straight here. You know what? I think kind of tired this Friday night thing, but it's fun though. All right, here we go. Going one time. Who's in the lead? Central Michigan at 37. Going Steve Oakey's at 40. Going one time to Steve Oakey at 40 on the cool Ascension Island. I don't even know where that's from. And very cool. Dragon spearing coin tool, he says, going 2 times. Is that King George, St. George? I don't remember what that is. Going 1 time. And Brit Love is here. Hi, Brit Love. Going once. Going twice. Oh, to Steve at 40. 2022. 2022. and it's off to you, my friend.
Mhm.
Steve Oakey gets it. Oh, and Kevin, sorry, right behind. Get your bids in, get them early, get them strong. Sorry, Kevin, you're just behind the old buzzer there. All right, the next. I don't know if any of you are nature lovers or people who like national parks. This is, if you can tell, this is from America the Beautiful, Carlsbad Caverns. Carlsbad Caverns. Let me try to prop it so you can see. This one is loaded with stalactites and stalagmites. And once in a while, the stalactites are on the top of the cave. The stalagmites are on the bottom of the cave. And sometimes they fuse, and then they're called mighty tight. But anyway, a little cave humor for you there. No laughter from Mrs. T.
I think you're just talking to yourself.
I think so. Okay. Carlsbad Cavern. Started anywhere. Where we started? Buck and Go on Carlsbad Caverns on the Cave Bar. Any of you like spelunking?
Oh.
It should have been our trivia question.
Yeah.
What is it called? Spelunking. RH is at 30 on the Carlsbad Cavern Art Bar. This has got to be from the 70s, I would imagine. It's from the America the Beautiful series. And all right, there you go. And there you go.
The last time we watched a show about caves was when that explorer guy was going through and then he got
Josh?
sick. And then he got sick because he was eating in a cave and it was all full of fat.
There was like a 3 or 4 day excursion and they were eating in a cave and guano and crap was dripping right in their stew that they were making. We've been to Mammoth Cave down in Kentucky. That was a nice trip. One of the biggest cave networks on the planet is just south of Indiana, down in Kentucky. Kevin Call's at 32. Kevin Call is at 32. What's the name of that show? Unknown, with Josh, the guy who runs around exploring everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm taking off my socks. It's hot in here.
Oh my goodness.
All right. And Kevin Call is at 32. And I'm going to say going one time to Kevin. We're going one time to Kevin on the Carlsbad Cavern Old Art Bar. Going 2 times to Kevin. And I don't know, maybe Kevin's a spelunker. Expedition Unknown. Oh, Steve's at 33.
RH at 33, yeah.
RH is at 33 and Steve is at 33. So we've got, and Kevin's at 35. So we've got a little bit of a battle for the old America the Beautiful. Steve's at 36. We've got a trio of guys, and hopefully they, remember those guys down in Venezuela where they got stuck in a cave for all those months?
No, was it a cave? Wasn't it?
Well, they were in a mine. They were in a mine.
They were making stuff up.
All right, now I'm making stuff up. All right, RH at 38. No, maybe I'm thinking of those little kids in Korea that got stuck in a cave, like a little outing with their version of the Boy Scouts, and they all got stuck down there. All right, and the water level started rising.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
They were stuck in a cave.
Yeah, we've done cave exploring like in a little tour group and nothing too crazy. Kevin Call at 43. And nothing extreme. Although that might be something fun for our bucket list, Mrs. T.
No, I'll pass.
And going one time to Kevin Call at 43. And going 2 times to Kevin Call at 43. And Mark, is there any good spelunking in Australia? Going once, going twice. Sold. So Kevin Call. And there you go. Yeah, nice one.
That is nice.
Okay. We have 2 more pieces we've kind of dug up. And this is, let's see. we'll put this guy up here. You've got one more 5 pesos, one more other bar, and then we are done for the night. Then we have a trivia question. Oh, this is bright, bright, bright. You guys see that? And this, how about if I get it closer? You've got a little like toning in the back there behind his ear. You've got the 5 pesos. You've got the beautiful eagle and snake. Let's just start this at $30 and see where she lands. And I will tell you right now, it's one of the last 2 items of the night. We're getting down to the end. We've got that and a bar, and we are good to go. And by the way, your last call for the bin items, those Libertads we talked about, unknowns at 35 on the Cuauhtémoc or Cuauhtémoc. Central Michigan is at 38. Steve is at 40. And we've got a good auction going. We've got some interested parties. Steve's in the lead at 40 on the Mexican 5 pesos, 90% silver. Steve at 40. And Tuli, I just want to thank you for all the help this evening. Mark and Central Michigan as well. And yeah, earlier in the night, those went for somewhere in the 60s. Dug up one more, and we'll see where it lands as we say good night in just a minute. Steve, if you get that at 40, oh baby, that's a bargain, bargain, bargain. And going once to Steve at 40, going 2 times. Oh, unknown jumps in at 41, and that's a darn good price. That's $20 less than they went for earlier. And Steve's at 43, and we'll see where they go, or it goes. This is it, guys. That one last coin and one last bar. And going, oh, TJF jumps in at 44. And as I take another sip of water, I think I'm going to have to take a shower after this auction, Mrs. T. TJF is at 44. Steve, you're out. Sorry there. TJF is in the lead. TJ. Going one time. TJF. Bargain time. Bargain, bargain, bargain at the end of the night. Yeah. Kevin, you are right. Let's hear it for our moderators. Tuli. Mark. And Central Michigan. TJF at 44. And going once. Going twice. Oh, Steve's at 45. Almost got it there. Almost got it. Steve is in the lead at 45 right now. And let's see if TJF responds. And I'll do the same countdown, going one time. And then I'll say going 2 times. And it's sniper time. Or you could just come in with a good strong bid. It's up to you. Going once, going twice, and sold. Oh, TJF, you're just behind. I've got Steve Oki at 45. Steve Oki, 45, in front of the sold.
Yes.
Nick bid $1 million. Not quite, Nick. I'll get you another one for $1 million though. I'll find one somewhere. All right, last auction item, guys. Last auction item. And I had, let's see. Yeah, I had Steve at 45.
And then TJF says
Yep.
Nice.
Thank you, TJF. And congrats, Steve. And nice to have some good gentlemen here. All right, guys, last auction item of the evening. Just Nick, $1.99. Hey, thank you, Nick, very much. Nick gave a little $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Nick. at $1 million.
Yeah.
All right, you could bid $1 million on this dragon bar here if you'd like, and it's pretty cool. It is actually like a coin bar because this is from Australia. 9999 4-ounce silver. 2022 is the year, and there you go. Oh, I put it upside down again, Mrs. T.
Yeah.
There you go, dragon. We'll start it at 35, see where she lands. Last time it went for 50, found another one, and this is the last chance of the night, last dance, last opportunity to bid. Then Mrs. T and I need to come up with a trivia question, and I'm looking at her, she's looking at me, and let's see. But we'll think of one. I don't know. Let's see. We've got TJF at 40, and Doug says I would like to get a tea poured round.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, all out today, and I'll try my best to do some for next week. We'll see. And yeah, it is cool because it does have the queen, and it is from Australia. RH is at 43. He sees it and knows a bargain when he sees one. And thank you for that super chat. That was very kind of you, Nick. And I'll say going one time to RH. One time to RH at 43. Last time it went for 50, so that's a good bargain.
Yeah.
And going 2 times to RH at 43. All right, bidders, now is your chance. And Mrs. T are going to have to think quick on our feet and come up with a trivia question. TJF is at 44. So that means RH, you're out, my friend. And yeah, that is a steal on that piece. Indeed. I'm looking at RH at 46. And let's see. Steve, you're out. Steve's at 48. And Steve's in the lead now. And we'll do the countdown again. Oh, RH answers right back at 50. And people are still bidding, which is cool. RH at 50, going one time. Ooh, Steve's at 55. And RH, you're out now. So these guys, 2 guys going back and forth. And it's like a heavyweight fight over here. These guys are doing a punching back and forth. Here, you like my T punch
sound? Show
sound?
the back again.
Show the back?
Yes.
Sure, why not? There you go. There's the Queen. You got Queen Elizabeth II, Australia, and 2022, and a cool looking, crazy, wild dragon. Current bid is 55. I'm going to say going one time. Steve Oakey at 55 bones, going 2 times to Steve Oakey and 55 clams, and going once, going twice. Let's see if there's a snipe. Sold. Oh my goodness. There was a snipe.
Yeah.
Oh, bad kitty. Tiger.
Bad kitty.
Oh, Tiger. Well-timed snipe. And and Tiger's been on both ends of those this evening.
Yes.
All right, Mrs. T, you've been writing on some sticky notes over there. Let's see. Oh, well, we need one with like a definitive answer, so people can't give like vague answers. And let's see. So like a 1 word or 1 letter. Oh, I know.
Yeah, you know.
I got a good one.
Okay.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
All right, let's put this away. This is gone.
And
Congratulations to Tiger. And congratulations to all of our bidders. It's time to give away, and this is the old RH rule. We've got to give away 2 items, one for RH and one for everybody else. All right.
They're already guessing Canada.
Oh, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a one-word answer. And it's going to be, Mrs. T, we told a story the other night when we did your live Fool Stag. What were we eating on our anniversary? You were so nice to join me at that fundraiser.
Yes.
We were eating a food, and I bought you a coin to commemorate that moment. What were we eating that night? And if you watched, tacos is a great guess, Central Michigan. But no, that's not it. Doug guesses pizza, and Tiger lobster. Oh no, that's it. It was our anniversary, but we were stuck at a fundraiser. And burritos is a good guess. I love a good burrito, especially pork.
I saw one person already.
You saw one person. Coney dog, shrimp, wings. These guys must not have watched. We did a live video, Mrs. T's live Fool Stag video, and we showed all the stuff in her stack. And there was one particular coin. It involved. It was even. Let me scroll up. Mrs. T is indicating that we had a winner. And
he was the first one to say.
Let's see here.
2 people. They got it.
Let's see. Let me scroll.
Fish. Spam? Oh, God, no. It's not spam.
I don't know if I've ever even tried spam.
Shark? No.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to let my moderators vote. The answer is spaghetti. Kevin Call put spag. S-P-A-G.
But then he changed it again.
He did?
Yeah,
okay, keep going. Tacos, good guess. Tiger. Burritos, pizza, shrimp. I like shrimp.
Cold spam.
Conies, shrimp, wings. Another good. Kevin
went,
Call then spelled it correctly.
Yep, and then.
All right, Kevin Call and Aunt Laura. Aunt Laura. Where's RH? RH must have gone to bed because I know he was probably watching that night. And speaking of going to bed, there you go. We've had a fun night, guys. We came on, we took a chance. We couldn't do it Saturday. Father's Day Sunday, a special clap for all the fathers out there, all the dads working hard to provide for their families. And, we took a chance, did a Friday nighter, and we had a nice crowd. It was a fun crowd. And once again, claps for Tule, Central Michigan. And from down under, Mark from Australia. Guys, it's been a fun one. And I'm hungry now too. I haven't had dinner. I had some rib tips for lunch. And I have not had dinner. Might be a bowl of cereal for the night because it's so late. Hopefully I'm having something real good on Father's Day too. But anyway, I digress. It's time to say goodnight. I'm sure. Oh, we've got a really, really good video for tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. My man Josh has decorated. He had a professional artist come in and paint his coin shop. And I think you guys are going to be really impressed with the way it came out. It's really cool. It truly is. And so good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. God bless. Good night. Dads, happy Father's Day. Ladies, take care of the dads out there. And go visit the old man, guys and girls, and give them a call and make your fathers feel special. And God bless all the dads out there still watching. Good night, everybody.
Good night.